What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty back here in the booth for the final game of the RFL College Series. We have the number 1 and number 2 teams in the country, even since the beginning of the playoffs, squaring off in the biggest game of the season, the CS7 College Series National Championship. These two teams have won the most national championships of any college team in the RFL College Series. Ohio State, though, with one more title over Clemson, and Clemson is here to try to even the score and also put their name in the hat for what may be also one of the best dynasties in RFL College Series history. But let's go ahead and get a look at the bracket, the route for both of these teams to get here. I don't have any graphics or anything specifically for that, but just pulling up the in-game playoff picture. As you saw, both of these teams getting a bye week again, rightfully as the number 1 and number 2 seeds. They got their first action in the quarterfinals. Ohio State absolutely trounced TCU in the Rose Bowl, 72-13, most points put up in the playoffs. And then you had in that same week a hard-fought battle with number 2 Clemson taking on number 6 Miami. It was a game that Clemson was on the verge of losing, but found a way to edge it out as the reigning national champions, invested the Hurricanes 32-28. Then they went on to the semifinals, and we saw in the first matchup of the semifinals with the Fiesta Bowl, Oklahoma State almost was able to take down Ohio State in what may have been, if it had happened, the biggest upset in college series history. But great teams always find a way to win. And the number 1 team in the country edged out Ohio State, and it punched their ticket in for their 4th national championship appearance, in which they have never lost a game. 23-20 was the final. And of course, the big matchup, which was the game of the week in the semifinals in the Peach Bowl. Number 6-seeded Alabama and number 2 Clemson. Hard-fought battle all the way to the end. Came down to the wire on a crucial 3rd and 18. And the guy who's been the big name there for the Clemson Tigers all year, even last year, Bo Sanders was able to break off a first down run on a counter play on the 3rd and 18 to pick up the dagger first down that ended the season for the Crimson Tide. Great season for them. Final score was 18-13, and now we are here. The national championship game to see who will really punch their ticket to be the biggest dynasty. Ohio State went on a three-peat. They won in College Series 3. They won a championship in College Series 4 and in College Series 5. Clemson won their first national championship in the first ever College Series championship game against Florida. And that's when they had some real-life players on there. We still got some, but Trevor Lawrence and the guys were able to get it done. A notable name that played for that team that's in the RFL right now is Ray Franklin. And so they won the first national championship, and just last year they were able to win their second. But here is an opportunity for Clemson to win 2 back-to-back and look forward to repeating what Ohio State did with 3 consecutive national championships. So this game is big on both sides, and we're calling this the Civil War because the guys in the server, you already know, man, love, of course, on both sides for the merger that happened with the PFL guys and the RFL guys. This hate game right here holds some weight, but at the end of the day, we're all family here. We're all one, but this is the final bragging rights. It's going to get crazy at the end of this one, regardless of how it goes. But we're about to get you guys out onto the field, and let me know right now who you got winning this national championship game, as I'll go ahead and show you guys the ratings and the top players to look out for within this game. I'll see you guys out onto the field at Hard Rock Stadium. And here we go. The RFL College Series 7 National Championship game is underway, and it sucks that it is a rain game, man. Why do we get this weather on such a big game? But this is a testament on who can ball in any weather. Football is played in any condition. Just know things can get a little bit slippery out here. We might see some more mistakes than usual. So that just adds even more difficulty and more precision that teams have to be on to execute and win another national championship for the school. Looking at social media on TikTok and on Instagram, all favorites are heading for Ohio State to win the national championship as the 15-0 team. And as for Clemson, they were not able to win any of the polls there, but they are, as you saw once again from this, the highest rated team of the two in all categories. So that is going to be interesting to look out for. One more time, let me know in the chat who you guys got, and let's get this game underway. We got a national championship game to play, and it'll be Ohio State's defense that'll come out onto the field first as the kick is in the end zone. Clemson takes it out, and we'll start out offensively first at the 17-yard line. And coming out onto the field, it's the man who transferred from Utah and beat Ohio State in their undefeated season last year, Colorado Rivers. Can he do it again to win his first national championship in the RFL College Series? And already you can see the rain playing in effect. The snap somehow was fumbled. Never saw that before. Picked back up, a loss of 2 yards, 2nd and 12. Colorado Rivers, pressure's coming immediately from the defensive player of the year. And Clemson immediately having to throw that away for another 2-yard loss. Defense could be the factor here for sure. Pressure's coming, breaking the tackle, and this is what Colorado Rivers has been able to do well all season, but a great job by Ohio State's defense. They're able to stop Clemson 3 and out and force a punt. Fair catch will be called, and we will now get our first look at Dylan Lewis, starting quarterback for the Ohio State Buckeyes here in his junior season, looking to enter the RFL draft after his senior year. Next year, pistol formation. He's already won a national championship before, and a couple guys have also won a national championship in total between these two teams. The first play of the game goes for 5 yards to Xavier Gibbons. 2nd and 5. They go with some play action, pressure up the middle, goes deep down the field. It's intercepted. It's Diamond Armani. Breaks the tackle, gets to the 49-yard line, and the first turnover of the game goes to Clemson. And it looks like Dylan Lewis tried to start this game off with a bang and tried to take the top off of this secondary, but Clemson led the nation in the most interceptions of any college team this year. And look at that play. He absolutely circles completely around to get in front of the intended receiver and picks that ball. That is a great job high pointing it. And now that is big momentum for the Tigers as Colorado Rivers takes off and slides into short of the first down. Now 2nd and inches in Ohio State's territory at the 41. They'll run it. This will be the first carry for Bo Sanders, the CS6 running back of the year. It's ranked 3rd as a nominee again this season for the award. And another run to Sanders, who's going to break the first contact and pick up 4. Play action, pressure's coming, broken tackle, and somehow Colorado Rivers is able to avoid a sack. He has been able to do this all year. 3rd and 6. He'll still keep this 3rd down manager. Trying to set up a receiver screen here, and Bo Sanders is not going to get the first down. Good defense by the Buckeyes. Kind of shocked by the play call there, but they thought Bo could get it done. I mean, hey, pick up a 3rd and 18 to advance it to the national championship. They had just a lot of faith in their guy and faith in the kicker of the year as this is not right through the uprights for the game's first points here in the national championship. It's Carl Nielsen, again the kicker of the year. We're talking about award winners here for CS7. 3 awards, one on each side here for these teams. Tight end of the year going to Joshua Chucky of Clemson, the true freshman. Back-to-back defensive back of the year, Princeton Butler. And, of course, the kicker of the year, all Clemson award winners this year. And for Ohio State, defensive lineman of the year, winning it twice, is Wyatt Harris. And defensive player of the year and linebacker of the year going out to Ohio State linebacker Nick Oakland. He is a true freshman as well. First play right here, good for 8 yards. And the former Heisman, as we call our award, the Hunter Mackey Award winner, will try to get his team some points here on this drive. Going off some play action after the interception, able to find Steve McCaskill in the flats for a first down. Quick throw, going deep down the field. He's got Combs. Foot race as he's able to get by Princeton Butler. But it looks like he was never in position to begin with to cover him correctly. That is a huge play for the Buckeyes. And immediately, just like that, a strike puts him in the red zone. Dylan Lewis looking towards the sidelines. Here's a run. Xavier Gibbons going to be wrestled down by Diamond Armani, but an 8-yard gain, and the Buckeyes are just 5 yards away from a touchdown to take the lead. Dylan Lewis, quarterback draw. He is shut down for a loss. That never had a chance as they send an all-out blitz. Just about. Here's a throw. Missed opportunity to connect with Flores in what may have been a touchdown had it been accurate. But a field goal attempt now just to tie the game is good. We're all squared away, knotted up at 3 apiece. And again, you're already seeing in some key moments the rain having its effects. We saw a botched snap that luckily was recovered back by Clemson. And a missed throw, most likely due to the conditions right there from Dylan Lewis to have to settle in for 3 points. This return will be taken from about the 4 as they'll get it to the 19-yard line. Last time a national championship in the RFL College Series was played in Hard Rock was back in College Series 3. Ohio State won their national championship game against USC. Here's a throw and interception by Ohio State. Bouncing outside, cutting around, and gets inside the 40-yard line at the 28. Huge play by the defense. And each side's got one on the starting QBs. The quarterback of the year ended up going to Alabama and Heisman Award winner, again, as we call it, the Hunter Mackey Award winner, Jaden Young. In second place for the award was Dylan Lewis. In third, Clemson's quarterback, just come off that interception, Colorado Rivers. There's a run. 3-yard gain for Xavier Gibbons. These teams are just absolutely stacked. First quarter still underway with some time. Pressure coming. Throws. Good defense. Knocked out of the hands of Steve McCaskill. And speaking of Steve McCaskill, every game they've been able to get him a touchdown. They have not lost. 28 straight games when he's scored, they've won. And this time he's able to connect with Arturo Flores. First down. Arturo Flores went off in the semifinals in that game, I believe against TCU, had 5 touchdowns. Here's a throw to the end zone. Another interception thrown. He won't take it out the end zone. He's going to be taken. And like I said, things could get a little bit ugly when it comes to turnovers here. But, I mean, honestly, right now, just great plays on the ball by defensive back, but this is just a bad throw. As Seb Castro is able to take a second one away from Dylan Lewis. You can see he was sitting right there underneath of Steve McCaskill. I guess Dylan Lewis never located him or thought he wasn't paying attention. And boy, did he catch him by surprise. Here's a run. Blown up at the 25-yard line. Still a 5-yard gain for Bo Sanders. Great run there on first down. They'll motion out to the left. 4-man rush. Rivers fires. Got a man wide open, and it's last year's MVP of the national championship game, Trayvon Simpson Jr. TSJ also set a record for the most receiving yards in a national championship game with 219 last season. Here's a throw right back, and this is going to be Mamadou Sunyalu. See you later. Bye. Touchdown, Clemson. First touchdown of the game, and they're able to get it into the hands of their biggest playmaker this year. He led the team in receiving yards with over 1,400 going into the playoffs, and he doesn't just beat anybody. He beats Jack Sky, who leads the nation in the most interceptions in the college series with 16, gets over top of him, and Clemson will take their biggest lead of the game as the extra point is good. 10-3. 3 plays, 80 yards. I'll take this one from about the goal line. And wow, what a return here. Able to find the smallest of creases to squeeze through and gets it almost out near the 25-yard line. It's been a rough go of it to start this one for Dylan Lewis. 2 interceptions. And they have still yet to score a touchdown. This is a great job by Sina Anuai as he shuts it down. 3-yard loss, 2nd and 13. Another run attempt that just does not work out for Ohio State. They're looking at a 3rd and 14 now. Lewis fires, intercepted, going the other way. Brian Robinson to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. 3 interceptions on Dylan Lewis. We talked about Colorado Rivers transferring from Ohio State to be from Utah, to beat Ohio State last season. Well, beating them last season before the transfer. Another guy coming from Utah as well, along with him, Brian Robinson. And man, I know right now there's got to be some flashbacks from last season hitting Ohio State as they find themselves down by 2 scores. Extra points good, 17-3, Clemson. Clemson looking to start a new dynasty, and Ohio State looking to try to hold on to theirs. But this is going to be recovered by Clemson for a touchdown. They have scored on every phase of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. Wow. Oh my goodness. Rory Thomas with the fumble recovery. Great job focusing on the football and not just going down there recovering. He picks it up and finishes the deal. What a hit on special teams. Kick is up. Kick is good. And just like that, the #1 team in the country is down by 21 points in the first quarter. Ohio State will get this one out to the 16-yard line. And wow, I mean, we still got a lot of football to play, but this is a big hurdle to try to get by. Here's a throw, trying the defensive back of the year, and no, sir. Princeton Butler's got it on lock. And if I'm Ohio State, based off of how this game has been going so far, this is honestly the best secondary in the college series this year. And they're showing you why. 3 interceptions on the former Hunter Mackey Award winner and runner-up for it again. And this is going to be a sack, nearly a safety. Clemson's defense is just on another level right now. They've got everything shut down. Duke Cushing. This guy was also early on in nomination for possibly even being a Hunter Mackey Award winner himself as a defensive player. They've just got studs all over the place on this defense. They'll punt this out of their own end zone and already starting inside Ohio State territory from the return, and that is going to end a dominant first quarter for Clemson. The reigning national champs looking to take the torch away from Ohio State. They're up 24-3. And they could go up by even more. They're at the 39-yard line. Mamadou Sanyalo in motion towards the left side. Throws in. Sanyalo is wide open. He's in for a second touchdown, and Clemson is just burying the Buckeyes right now. What a play. Absolutely killer on this wheel route. I mean, look at this. Guys get confused, running into each other. That O'Connor and Harper just stuck. Didn't get out there fast enough. He must have ran into O'Connor, and easy touchdown. Extra point is good. 31-3. Clemson is scoring and scoring fast. This might just end up to be too much for Ohio State to handle. You rarely ever see a team come back from something like this. But again, they've got time, and they've got to take their time as they try to run the football, and they can't even do that right now. There's just nothing right now this offense can do. They'll run it. Trying to cut back, gains a few. Not enough. A 3rd and 13. And a 5 wide empty set. Heavy blitz here. Dylan Lewis fires and throws it away. Had a man wide open. Had he been able to check it down to him, he probably could have been able to get the first down, but you can tell that Lewis is all the way rattled right now. Fair catch going to be called at the 47-yard line. It's just been nothing but great field position for Clemson. They're killing the field position game. Here's a shot down the field. He's got a man beat. Drops the ball. Great recovery by Jack Sky. Got cooked for a touchdown earlier. Said, no, sir, it's not going to happen again. They'll run here with Bo Sanders and bring him down for a 2-yard gain. Rivers, rushed by 4, fires deep down the field. What a catch, Sinclair! Able to make the grab in double coverage and set up a 1st and goal for the Tigers. Wow, what a ball. I mean, that's an absolute laser. He sees he's playing high over the top. He throws pretty much a back shoulder for him to be able to catch it right over his while having a defensive back stay up the field. Play action, throws to the end zone. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, Clemson. What a grab by Trayvon Simpson Jr. And I know it's extremely early in this game, but man, it looks like Clemson might have already won this thing. And literally under, what was that, 15 plus 3, 18 minutes? 18 minutes of play. And Clemson have shown they've come ready to play. As the extra point, it's good. And they lead Ohio State in the national championship by 35 points. He fumbles again, and Clemson is going to recover it. Oh my goodness. Wow. And Sinclair on the hitch route picks up 5 yards. Man, Ohio State, this is definitely their worst game of play by far. This is looking like the CS2 Ohio State team right now. Fumbles all over the place, can't take care of the football. That is 5 turnovers. Throws while on the move. Good hit by O'Connor to knock the ball loose, and they'll at least hold him to 3. But this is going to be 40 points scored by Clemson if they knock this through in literally just over a quarter. I mean, everyone expected this game to be competitive. The votes were in favor of Ohio State to get it done as the undefeated team, trying to be the second undefeated team in college series history to win a national championship. But the way it's looking right now, I mean, they are going to need an absolute miracle.
Number 38 set to kick this one away.
Special teams have just been dreadful. They'll get to the 15-yard line. You almost cringe a bit on the returns when you see someone make a tackle. Boy, I know Ohio State did not have a plan for this. There's a flag on the field, and it just looks like everything is going against Ohio State right now. And it's pass interference by the offense. I haven't even seen this play called ever in the college series. And Ohio State somehow finds a way to get it. And this is shut down in the backfield. Loss of 4 yards. I mean, this team's momentum is all the way shot. I mean, they are just performing awful. Big hit, just blows them up. I mean, they don't know what to do at this point. Best case of action is probably just to run the football like they're doing right now. They've got no choice but to do that here, and Clemson is just suffocating these guys. And again, Ohio State forced to punt out of their own end zone. And taken down at the 46. And it gets tough. You know, Ohio State had the easiest route due to being the #1 team in the country to make it to the national championship. Ooh, good defense there. And, you know, they were able to get it done. They were able to sneak by Oklahoma State, which, again, you know, you watch that game, that probably could have been a bit of a red flag. And when you look at Clemson, their season and the way it's just going for them, they've honestly had to face the most competition. And these guys even, did not get to face Miami in the conference championship game, but saw them in the playoffs. The defense knocked that incomplete. They're going to try a long field goal here on the 42-yard line. Let's see if he's got the leg to make this. They knock this down. Oh, boy. This is the kicker of the year, though. And he will not hit that one. Knocks off the uprights just a little bit. And that's going to be good field position for Ohio State. But as I talked about, I mean, Clemson has been battle-tested all year. And these guys, again, the ACC, not necessarily always having the biggest comp, but schedule-wise, these guys have just had to see more better teams. And right now it's showing, you know, the route for Ohio State to get here. Again, had to play TCU, one of the lower seeds. Had to play Oklahoma State, even though, yeah, top 4 seed. Oklahoma State just no match for a top-end team, and they gave them some work. And again, Clemson's route here, beating Miami, beating Alabama, the team that had the Heisman Award winner. And these guys were just ready for the moment, and they came here ready to play and on top of their A game, and it shows here in this score and everything that's transpired up to this point. Dylan Lewis will fire, though, and find Arturo Flores over the middle on the spot route. Deep spot route, that is. Game ain't over, and they got to just act like it. Here's a great throw. Fighting forward. They'll get to the 5-yard line. Ohio State desperately needs some help here. They need to finish this drive. Anything less than a touchdown is just going to be viewed as unacceptable. Read option, and there goes Dylan Lewis. Hoping that that'll be a play to spark something here for this offense, but they at least won't be scoreless when it comes to touchdowns. Great job there, just reading his blocks, Everyone washing out and doing their job. And it's good. And what has really killed Ohio State earlier in this game? Turnovers, man. The 3 interceptions, the 2 forced fumbles on kick returns, and that has really made the difference within this game already. And Clemson, I mean, this is what you're supposed to do as a top team. Anytime you get a chance to take advantage, you do so. And they have done that. 31-point lead right now. There's a completion for first down. Pistol formation. Play action. And Colorado Rivers is bombing once again. This is broken up. Incomplete. Good defense. And he just took a little bit too long to decide to gun that one down the field. Underthrown. Could have been intercepted. And underneath, able to find a man. He's close. 3rd and inches. Ohio State wants to stop real bad. Boy, they need it. Almost jumped off sides. And the backup fumbles the football, and Ohio State will recover at the 34. So Quincy Harper got an interception earlier in the game. I think he even forced the fumble and recovered it. He's having himself a game. They'll hand this off to Xavier Gibbons. How about the blocks outside? Almost enough for the first down. Ohio State trying to play comeback. How crazy would it be if they somehow find a way to get back in this after how this game has went? First down run for Gibbons. 2-minute offense. We'll see if they'll be a little bit more aggressive to try to pass. But again, you know, they've struggled throwing the football against this defense. Already 3 interceptions. So I guess the offensive coordinator's trying to play it smooth here. Don't want to risk anything. Nice stump off and a 1st and goal for the Buckeyes. Able to find Kelvin Brown. His 3rd catch, 50 yards. Shotgun. And they're wearing down some of the clock. They don't want Clemson to get another shot at scoring. And Lewis, he's got to throw this away. Instead, he takes the sack. And that's just something he can't afford to do right now. Not in this game with how it's going. Your offensive line give you this much time in the pocket, you can't take a sack. You just can't. Got to throw it away. Second and goal. Lewis makes a wise decision this time and will throw it away. But looking at a 3rd and goal from the 22-yard line. Lewis, pressure, down, he's going to go for a sack. Back-to-back sacks on those downs. And a field goal attempt. It's good. 2nd one for Ohio State. They'll at least cut the deficit from 31 to 28. This is a 4-score game. But do not go away yet, ladies and gentlemen, because we've seen some crazy comebacks. And 4 touchdowns, boy, you can get that fast in college football. And Ohio State does get the football to start the second half. 44 seconds left here, though, with Clemson still having 2 timeouts. As explosive as their offense has still looked, they've got a shot to put up more points. Shout out to the RFL community and those who are new watching. Got over 100 live viewers here watching this on the RFL YouTube channel. If you haven't already, hey, help us out. Hit that like button. Definitely helps out the channel. Here's a big catch for first down. As TSJ will get to the 30-yard line. 5 wide empty set here for Colorado Rivers. And hit as he throws. Almost intercepted in the hands of Prather, but he couldn't take it away, and that is it for the first half of play, guys. Clemson absolutely dominating Ohio State as the reigning champs, up by 28 points. Look at this, 3 sacks. Ohio State has not been able to get one, and they've been close. but Colorado Rivers doing what he's been doing all season, and that's just extending plays and helping his team stay in it. But the big factor in this game is the fact that Clemson has been able to capitalize on turnovers. That's all I could say. And just going to go ahead and just talk on some more points just going in this game before we jump into the second half. Ohio State, man. It's crazy to see the score where it is right now. But if Clemson is able to win this 2 back-to-back national championships, as we talked about, keys to this game for Clemson right now, I mean, just continue to do what you do. Take advantage of every opportunity that Ohio State gives you when it comes to turning the football over. They have done that to perfection in the first half. As for Ohio State, they've started taking advantage of some opportunities as well, but you've seen a few missed opportunities where the interception could have got there towards the end. They got the turnover that was forced and recovered. But unfortunately, they could not turn that into 6 points. It's crucial moments like this, especially in a game under these conditions, that you have to execute to perfection. Because if you don't, things can turn out to get ugly, especially against a high-caliber team, as these two teams are here today. When we talk about the national championship history, again, I don't have graphics, unfortunately, for you guys, so I'll just be talking about some key points, in this halftime, just to have something to give extra. But looking at national championship history in the RFL College Series, we talked about Clemson winning the first one over Florida, and that was when they had Marquise Washington and the guys, 34-20. And then the only other team other than Ohio State and Clemson to win a national championship was Georgia, which is and still the only undefeated national championship team. Went on to dominate Alabama 41-23. Ohio State trying to be that team to do that today, but down by 28 points. If they make that happen, what a miracle that would be. But right now, it's looking like they will not live up to that, and another undefeated season they'll fall short on. Ohio State went on to win their first national championship in CS3, which was won in the same place here at Hard Rock Stadium against USC. That was the Heisman Award year for Calvin Poole, for guys who stuck around watching the college series during that time. They were able to dominate the Trojans 31-10 in that game, and the closest, I'll still say the closest national championship game and the most competitive was Ohio State versus Alabama back in CS4, where they went into overtime. Alabama was able to get it done 20-17. And then in CS5, Ohio State was able to put together a three-peat, beating LSU in dominating fashion, just as they did against USC in CS3, 38-19. And last year, Clemson able to win their second national championship with this very same team with a few new additions, 29-21, in what I would say was the second most competitive national championship game, as they were able to best Utah. And look who they were able to grab after that. Former Utah quarterback Colorado Rivers. You can't beat them, join them. That's the mentality he went with. And hey, these guys are about to win a national championship, it looks like. We'll find out, though. Again, do you guys think Ohio State comes back? Let me know in the chat. We've seen some crazy things. But if not, Clemson looks to be the new dynasty moving forward. With that being said, let's get you guys back out onto the field at Hard Rock Stadium for the second half to see who will be your CS7 national champion. And here we go. Second half underway. Ohio State gets the football. They'll field this from the 2-yard line. And special teams on kickoff returns have killed them in this game. 2 fumbles. And all have been scored on and taken advantage of by Clemson. 3 interceptions in the first half thrown by Dylan Lewis. But in this second half, he connects on his first pass for a big first down out to his running back, Xavier Gibbons. Undefeated season on the line and a comeback of the century needed here for Ohio State. 1-yard gain. Read option. scored on this last time they called it. He'll pick up a decent amount of yards of 7. 3rd and 2. Lewis quickly fires. That is going to be dropped in and out of the hands of Caleb Combs. I know it's a tough catch to make, but it's a catch that you have to make in this game. And a great punt. This is probably the best field position that Ohio State's defense has had to work with all game. We'll go with a receiver screen. Trevon Simpson Jr. just gets right back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Great option. And they are on it. I mean, this kid is having himself a game. Quincy Harper got himself an interception. There he is, reading that play, stopping it. Here's a throw. Big time pass and catch, 1st down. And these are the momentum killers for Ohio State. I mean, you get them in a situation you want them in, and Colorado Rivers just delivering a dime, keeping things going. Here's a big catch made by TSJ. Good coverage there by Jack, but just a better catch in the conditions to pick up 5 yards. Mamadou Yalo already with 100+ yards, and look at this. That side's open and wisely slides to avoid the contact, even though he doesn't pick up the 1st down. He's got faith in how his offense has been rolling this season as they'll come out in the I formation. And they will run it with Bo Sanders, who will have enough for the 1st down. And the read option will fake out Ohio State this time. And will go for a 1st down, 12 yards for Colorado Rivers. They'll come out here and gun double backs. Some good blocking there for a moment. And they will stop them at the line of scrimmage. Rivers will be brought down for a sack. That is a huge play as he's brought down by Will Wolfo. Wolfo powers his way through and is able to put Clemson in a 3rd and long situation. Last time they had him in on this drive, though, Clemson was able to convert. Can Ohio State get the stop? He's got some great blocking. He'll scramble, and Quincy Harper will force him to take a dive, and they're going to try a long field goal further than when they missed before. This one, he's on the other side of the field with it, and it comes up just short. He had the accuracy, but had they been just a yard closer, he might have been able to knock this, and luckily it's not pro rules. Ohio State would have taken over at about the 47-yard line. Still good for field position for the Buckeyes nonetheless. Here's a run. 2 yards for Gibbons. They want to try to start something to spark some kind of comeback if possible. This is where you got to do it. Receiver screen. Steve McCaskill fights forward, running through for extra yards and a 1st down to the 40. Ohio State needs to capitalize on every opportunity. They can make it a 3-score game with a touchdown on this drive. Clemson shuts it down there, 1 yard. One more yard gain on the play. Third and 8. Dylan Lewis hit as he throws. And they'll settle for a field goal, a long one themselves. 56 yards out. Does Adams have the leg? Looks like he does. but he does not have the accuracy. And again, even though it's a long kick, another missed opportunity to put points up on the board for the Buckeyes. Just has not been their night. First and 10. And Bo Sanders rips off 7 yards. Nice run. And all Clemson really has to do if they really want to cement this game, I mean, just run the ball. Kill the clock, keep the pressure on Ohio State, and you got the back to get it done. One of the best backs in the nation. Big hit. Holds on though, and that'll be a 4-yard gain. Pistol formation. These two have only met each other one other time in the RFL College Series. There's a shot down the field, and the catch is still made by Mamadou Sunyalu. Wow. What a grab. And again, this is Colorado Rivers just throwing dimes to where it looks like the defensive back is good and covered, but he's hitting back shoulder throws to where the defensive backs really can't react. And he's just locked into his receivers right now, and they're just making plays left and right. RPO, big hit's going to force it incomplete. Sinclair knocked out. Watch out for Mamadou Sunyalu in that slot. Manned up against Corbin Coase. We'll try to run it here, though, with the backup running back, and that's going nowhere. Gun bunch to the right, and that is it. The third quarter is in the books. This is it, the final 15 minutes of this game. Clemson not able to score in this quarter, but still a 28-point lead over Ohio State, 41-13. Looking to win back-to-back national championships, being the second team in RFL College Series history to do so. But hold on here, guys. Clemson has sat their starters, and it's not going to matter. It's a touchdown for the backups. Westbrooks is going to put up 6. You know this can get risky. Enrique Westbrook came across there on the drag. Yeah, this guy beat. That's a touchdown pass for the backup there in the national championship game. He's got to be feeling good about himself. The extra point is up. It's good. 48-13 Clemson. Back up by 35 points. 5 touchdowns. This has just been rough. Backups out there on the field defensively for the Tigers. So this is an opportunity for Ohio State to try to get something to go. And these backups are coming out here ready to play too. I mean, that's a big hit. Good catch though by Arturo Flores. 3 yards. Play action, throws. He's got a man. It's going to be Steve McCaskill deep down the field for the touchdown. And they are undefeated every time they've been able to get this kid the football. This is the only risk of losing that they've got with him scoring. Now look at this, just Cooks back up here. That's Seth Castro who had the interception earlier. Gets Cook for one there. And you could say for Steve McCaskill, he has gone every single game of the season scoring at least 1 touchdown, which is just, that's remarkable. If I'm Clemson right now, I'll tell you what I'm worried about. You got these backups in, which makes this defense more liable to stop you, makes their offense more liable to score, Clemson needs to be able to run the ball. And I'm glad they're doing that right now, because if they do not start running this football and killing this clock, this game I feel it can flip around. And they will continue to do so. They've got it now under 13 minutes. And he will be sacked on the play. Second sack for Ohio State. Nick Oquin, I was about to say the third, thinking about an RFL player, but Nick Oquin getting the sack there. And again, guys, I know it's a 28-point game right now, but this is the #1 team in the country with 12 minutes going up against a backup unit. Just keep that in mind. And there goes a throw, Arturo Flores. This is what I'm talking about. 300-plus passing yards now for Dylan Lewis. And this is something that, I'm going to be honest, man, EA college football has just got to fix. I don't think they ever sub out the backup. So this is very dangerous for Clemson right now. A good job right there by the backups. Quick throw. Steve McCaskill is in for a touchdown again on Sev Castro. Oh my. This is a 3-possession ball game now, and it's a race against time right now for Clemson. He just cooks him off the line there.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Kick is up. It's good. 21-point ball game.
Number 38 set to kick this one away.
They'll take this out of the end zone and brought down at the 16.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
It's on these backups to close this game out. And they get shut down in the backfield. 4-yard loss. Big time play right here. It's a foot race. Jack Sky may be the only guy to be able to catch him to the 20, the 10, the 5, down at the 3-yard line. And that may have been the biggest play of the game for the Tigers. Matt Fort. Great read on the read option. Beats Harper on the slant. And man, he almost was able to get it done there. I think one more touchdown for Clemson might just end it all. And if I'm Clemson here, run it. That they will do. Trying to get in the end zone. They're stopped at the 1. They've got the line pretty stuffed up here. They'll still run it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. 50-plus points put up in the Natty. That is the most points put up in a national championship game. And they go back up by 4 touchdowns. And that might just be all she wrote. Kimani Square gets in the end zone. And the extra point makes it 55-27. Takes this one out from the end zone. and wrestled down at the 20. And they've been able to score since the backups have been in for Clemson. The 4 touchdowns they got to try to come back and try to win with under 8 minutes. Dylan Lewis fires. That's swatted away, incomplete. Four-man rush. Lewis deep down the field. He's got Arturo Flores to 39. 368 passing yards for Dylan Lewis. The record for the most passing yards in a national championship game belongs to former Ohio State quarterback Monty Wyatt with 394, which he threw in season 3. And that's a 3rd touchdown dime dropped off by Lewis to McCaskill. And that'll also help him set a record. Most passing yards in a national championship game, and he just moons it over the secondary. It's just been the McCaskill show. A 21-point ball game again, and there are 7 minutes left. Game is still not over. Special teams does a good job stopping them at the 18-yard line. Clemson, just under 7 minutes. Just looking to run out the clock. Good broken tackle there by Kimani Square, able to pick up 3 yards, keep the time rolling. Back to Square. And he will be brought down by O'Connor and Shackelford. 3rd and 8. As he throws, boy, he takes a shot. And he was probably better off taking a sack there to try to wind the clock down some, but it is a 3-score game here, guys, with over 5.5 minutes left. Ohio State gets to the 48-yard line, and Clemson is pressing up with the backups here. This is not a good plan. Lewis throws it away. Good defense. And they're still pressing here. He's going deep. Good defense trying to go to Arturo Flores, his tight end. It's a 3rd and 10. And they're still pressing. They got too high. Hopefully they do their job. They will drop back, though. And Steve McCaskill is going to have 4. It's a 2-score game now. Oh man. This is wild. $14-point ball game with over 5 minutes, guys. And they still got these backups in. Not the wisest decision to throw the ball here either. They stopped the clock. Oh man, he throws it away, and it's 4th down. Wow. This is crazy. They've got more than enough time here.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Good tackle made there. Pressure's coming. He's going to be sacked. And Clemson needs a stop right now. And they're still pressing up their guys. Going deep. Broken up, incomplete. If Clemson gets a stop right here, they might got it. He's going to bomb it deep. Broke it up, incomplete, and Clemson gets the much-needed stop. 3 minutes and 2 seconds. And there goes a run. One more run will get it to the 2-minute warning. Falling forward. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And wisely, they'll just run the football. Brought down, and this is going to be a crucial kick. If this gets knocked down, more than likely, Paul Nielsen will seal this national championship for Clemson. And it's good. Straight down the uprights. Still can't believe this game hasn't put the starters back in. This needs to be fixed. The backups came through, though, and have closed this game out. It seems like, at least so far. $17-point ball game, which makes it 3 scores Ohio State needs in under 2 minutes. Anything's possible, but highly doubt they get it done at this point. Quick throw, good tackle. It's going to keep the clock rolling in Ohio State, and these guys only have 2 timeouts. As he throws, got the completion out to Xavier Gibbons. They'll continue to run area. And Dillon just getting this ball out of his hands a little bit too quickly. Clemson just continuing to play aggressive. Not trying to make it easy for guys to get releases. He's going to bomb one down the field. And the double coverage incomplete. Lewis. 4th down. Now the minute and counting left in this national championship game. Looking scary a bit there the second half for Clemson after they sat their starters. But here's a big play down the field. Arturo Flores is in for a touchdown here. But too little, too late. If Clemson is able to recover an onside kick, Ohio State national championship hopes goes to 0. He just streaked down the middle of the field. We've seen him win that a lot this season against teams.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Adams closes the gap to 10. Here goes the onside kick for a chance. If Clemson gets it, they will be your Season 7 champions. And they've got it. Don't understand why they're not coming out here taking a knee, though. They will run it. And brought down. One more timeout called for, well, left for Ohio State. And trying to get that first down. He is stopped just short. And they will take the knee. Final knee of the game. And that is it. The clock hits 0, and your Season 7 national champions are the Clemson Tigers once again. Another soiled, undefeated season for Ohio State as they fall to the Clemson Tigers by 10, 58-48. And it sucks they got these backups in because we should be seeing guys who are the starters holding up the trophy and everything here, man. And yeah, you gotta fix this mess, man. But nonetheless, the Tigers are taking home 2 back-to-back championships. Second team in college series history to do so. Your player of the game is going to Steve McCaskill in this one with 4 touchdowns, 6 receptions, 202 yards. But no cigar, no championship for him as he loses his first game that he scores a touchdown in. But that is it. It's a wrap for the College Series. RFL Season 9 is on the way. And there goes your Season 7 champions. The Clemson Tigers do it once again. It's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator. Enjoyed calling this game for you. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the Relocation Football League for more action. And it's time to get ready for the pros. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.